If you think New England Mountains is a hard map to hunt or a boring map to hunt, I think you're doing it wrong. Plain and simple. Let's get into it. New England Mountains. When it was released, it was kind of advertised as this map that you can hunt, all of the latent great ones on it, basically. And some of the Hirschfelden ones, I suppose, if you include the red fox, because you could hunt, your ring-necked pheasant, which came after the fact. You could hunt your red fox, which came after the fact. You can hunt your whitetail, your black bear, your moose. So it had this combination effect of being able to hunt the great ones that were on Leighton, plus now a few that were released with Salzwiesen. So we're going to go over, as usual, all of the animals on this map, the classes that they cover, but we're really, I think, only going to go in depth on the one unique species that this map does have. We'll cover drink zone times for the ones that drink, and we'll also cover species distribution. Let's get right on into it. Starting off, you have your Class 1 animals. We have the bobwhite quail, eastern cottontail rabbit, eastern wild turkey, the goldeneye, green-winged teal, mallard, and the ring-necked pheasant. And the ring-necked pheasant is, of course, a great one species. Moving on to Class 2, we have the only unique species on this map, the bobcat. They are a separate name from the Mexican bobcat that you'll find over on Rancho del Arroyo. The bobcat is going to be a level 1 through 9, and they make diamond at 27.6. Moving on with more Class 2 animals, we have the common raccoon, the coyote, the gray fox, and the red fox. Something to important note about those, the gray fox can be a male or female diamond. The red fox is also a great one species, as are the next three that we're going to cover that are the remaining three species on this map. So you have your Class 4 white-tailed deer, very familiar with those, a great one species. Class 7 black bear, also a very familiar great one species. And finally Class 8 moose, once again, a great one species. This map is pretty heavy on the great one species rather than unique animals, but quite simply, it is just covered in gorgeous, gorgeous scenery that you expect in that northeastern section of the United States. Anyway, moving on, because I could ramble about how pretty this map is for quite some time, let's talk about your drink zone times for the animals, and we are, as usual, going to go in order through the day. Midnight to 3 a.m. you have your coyote, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. your bobcat and your common raccoon, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. black bear, 8 a.m. to noon whitetail, noon to 16 moose, and then 17 to 20 the gray fox and the red fox. Now, as far as your species distribution, New England is a really, really simple map with this. You take the whole map, right? And you're either going to cut it in half vertically or you're going to cut it in half horizontally. We're going to start off with the vertical division of the map. In the left or western half of the map, your red fox, and on the right or eastern half, it's going to be the gray fox and the bobwhite quail. If you want to cut the map in half straight across, the top half of the map is going to be your bobcat, your eastern wild turkey, and your goldeneye. Your bottom half of the map is going to be the coyote and the common raccoon. Now, the species that cover the whole map, they're everywhere, is going to be your black bear, your eastern cottontail rabbit, your green-winged teal, mallard, moose, ring-necked pheasant, and your whitetail. That's as simple as it gets. This map really is not a difficult map to hunt. It is very dense in the foliage, admittedly, but sticking to your waterways, finding those clearings and fields, and even sometimes just road hunting this map can be really, really beneficial for you. As always, I appreciate you all for hanging out with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and let me know if you have any other questions about species maps. We'll cover it soon. Bye!